Hey guys, Mr. Neese is going to talk to you today about U.S. History TEKS 9C. So let me read it to you. Describe the roles of political organizations that promote African American, Chicano, American Indian, and women's civil rights. So talk about the roles. These organizations are fighting for equality or fairness, or maybe it's equal access to things. It can be a number variety of things, but these are for minority groups or disadvantaged groups, because I have a couple examples of those as well. And their roles could be including demonstrations, it could be boycotts, it could be rallies. Boycotts are where you're not going to buy or do business with certain groups because they may not be treating you right or fairly. The Montgomery bus boycott's a good example. We're not going to use the buses because you're not letting us sit where we want to sit. Also lobbying efforts, that's another aspect of their roles and probably one of the more dominant ones today. So lobbying would be these groups are going to elected officials like congressmen and trying to get them to pass laws to make things more equal or fair or to address other issues that might exist. So those are the roles. So who are they? There's a bunch of them out there, so I'm just going to talk about a few. Within the African American area, that is probably the most notable one is the NAACP, the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People. Within the Chicano group, there's several. The United Farm Workers is one that sticks out for me because of Cesar Chavez. American Indian Movement for Native Americans. The National Organization for Women, NOW is what it's called, for women. Anti-Defamation League for the Jewish culture, and the American, one that is not necessarily tied to a specific group, but may deal with more like poverty, would be the Southern Poverty Law Center. And the ACLU, American Civil Liberties Union, dealing with civil rights that can cross multiple races. It doesn't really matter what your background is on that one. So those are some examples of some of the groups, but it is about having a voice or a collective voice in a group or organization, and that's what these different groups represent. So hopefully that helps you with 9C.